Trip Show.
Yo, this is Test One.
Yeah, this is Smooth Jilla. Smooth G, aka the General.
This is Norberline May.
And you tuned in to GFG TV.
And you tuned in to GFG TV.
General, and we rocking with GFG TV, my boys. West.
And you're watching GFG TV.
West YouTube, it's your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.
It's K. You tuned in to GFG TV. I get in the ring with Mike Tyson.
Oh, for that type of money?
Yeah, I get in the ring with.
I'll buy a whole new jaw. You know what I mean? I'll leave this one. Let's get a new one.
If he can get it, I might hit that left on him. Bah!
I'm gonna hit that left exit stage left. That's what I'm gonna hit.
We talk. Right. Whatever happens after that, I'm gonna get my first lick off. That's what we know. We want to get the first hit off first.
I'm swinging first.
Swinging first. You ain't gotta talk to me like that.
That's great. That's good shit. Watch out, Mike. So, tell us about shooting the music video for Fucking With My Flow.
And that was my first one. That was my second. Actually, my second little video shoot I ever did in my life. I think I think coming on, I better prepare myself for video shoots, make them more interesting, more live. You know.
You'll learn from each of them. Man.
Yeah.
Take a little bit away.
Yeah. But I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked the turnout. The overall product was awesome.
How'd you meet Fatboi Ocean?
I met Fatboi Ocean at the same time as became Top Notch Mob. It was like half of Trespass was there and some West Siders. So it'd be Adam Jackson, Fatboi Ocean, and myself from the West Side, and then Trespass was knownly Dantes, Montez, and Token, and Gutta, and their cousins. Is it their cousin or their brother? What's his name? Sean Wayne. Is that his name?
Sean Wayne. Yeah.
Sean Wayne. Yeah. From the East Side.
That's some history right there, because I know we've talked to Cortez, to Smooth.
Yep. Cortez was, I think he was going through it when we first started. I think he was going through being held down at the time when we first started. So it was later after he got out. Yeah, because he was in Trespass, and then when Trespass, Mike got jammed up, and then Top Notch Mob came up in there. Yeah.
And was it Top Notch, or was it Big Boss where you had met up with T-Bear?
T-Bear was always he was watching me doing stuff, and I introduced T-Bear to Top Notch Mob.
Okay, so you knew T-Bear before all of that.
I have to know him. That's my cousin.
See? The story unravels. So
yeah.
See, I didn't even know that. So, you guys, and was he younger than you?
Yes.
So at that point, how much younger than you?
Like about 7, 8 years.
Okay, so he was following you around
Yeah.
Big Cuz doing some stuff out here. I don't want to be like Big Cuz.
Yeah. The whole family's kind of talented. We got Ira Mag, Lady T, Kelly, her sisters. They're all singers. So yeah, family's kind of loaded with talent throughout the neighbors side, neighbors Morris.
So, did they sing like R&B singers or?
R&B singers, rappers.
Nice. So, growing up, who were some of your favorite R&B singers, and then maybe through till now?
Shoot. Gotta start off with Aretha, Betty Wright, Gladys Knight, Tina Turner, Stephanie Mills, Anita Baker, Sade, Patti LaBelle, of course. Beyonce. It can go on and on. Those are some of my favorite ones.
All right. You got any favorite restaurants here in Des Moines?
Noah's Ark, Laughing Crab, Eggs and Jam.
Nice. What was the second one? Laughing Crab?
Yeah,
I've never heard of that. Where's that at?
it's in West Des Moines.
West Des Moines? Laughing
Yeah.
Crab. Is it just all seafood, or is it like a surf and turf, or
It's seafood heaven.
seafood?
Seafood heaven.
Nice.
Broils.
I'll have to check that out. How'd you feel about Joe Biden winning the election?
Go Joe.
Hey.
The other one had to go.
Did you vote this year?
Unfortunately, I did not vote this year. No. If I vote, it'd been for Bernie. I'm a Bernie fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a nice little track. He should have. I think as much went into Joe, should have went into Bernie.
He's gotten punked out twice.
He got punked out twice from age.
Yeah.
But hey, he's a fossil. He's a fossil that has great knowledge. So who knows? Maybe next 4 years, Bernie will come back.
Never know.
Never know.
World's been crazy, so you can't really count any of that stuff out anymore. What are your thoughts on racism in Iowa?
In Iowa, racism it's out there. It's everywhere, but it's out there in Iowa, and it's pretty much there. It's most definitely happening in Iowa. Happening to me personally, I can't say, because I come from a family that's mixed, so I see it. I mean, I ain't saying it never happened to me, but not as much as in the day. It was more on the hush tip. You know what I'm saying? That's not in your face racism. You know what I mean?
Do you think that in your face racism has gotten better or worse?
In your face for who they support, but not in my face personally as spoken directly at me.
Indirect, but
Yeah.
still very public.
Yeah.
See a lot of that. Facebook or any of that social media can tend to bring people to think that they could be more comfortable saying things than they should be.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know, there's some people on there that just really make themselves, I guess, look like who they are.
Exactly.
The KCCI comments.
Oh,
It's just
man.
toxic. Toxic as fuck, man.
They come out on them comments on KCCI.
Man, I don't even read them no more.
It's gross. I seen them pop up on Facebook every once in a while because I follow KCCI, honestly, but I don't look into them.
Because it'll be getting your attitude all railed up for somebody who's going to just hide behind that internet. It's never going to be in front of your face.
Yeah, and they're probably on they got some little fake name on some little fake picture. They can just rile you up.
Yeah, right. That motherfucker sitting in Boone, Iowa with a barn full of guns.
Yeah.
You know.
Fuck with him if you want to.
Yeah. But it's exact the same. But he ain't going to come to Des Moines.
So, what advice would you give a young man living the street life right now?
I mean, you are what you're raised in, you know what I'm saying? But that don't have to define you. So don't let that be all that you know. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can tell them. And there's more to life than just street life.
There's life beyond that.
Yes.
Do you remember the first time you got high?
Probably when I was about like 9 or 10.
And I'll just confirm. We're talking about weed.
Weed, yeah.
Weed. 9 or 10?
9 or 10.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So was that like a one-time thing? Like you
No, it was every weekend. It was every weekend. It was every weekend. The parents would go out and play, and the kids would be sitting by older cousins, and they're of age where they can have weed, and they were like, you don't tell on us. Well, don't tell on us in the situation.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. He said, nah, every weekend.
every weekend.
Hey.
How did y'all smoke it? Like,
We started off smoking joints. Smoking joints. Then to blunts. Now blunts and perfectos. That's when it was really by the case. By the pack. The cases.
You had to with that Reggie.
Yeah.
You gotta get them rolled up.
Snap, crackle, poppers.
Yeah. So, we've been through quite a bit. You know, we've touched on childhood, we touched on some of your adulthood, sports. Let's, kind of a good wrap up. Can we talk about the new single, It's Alright, featuring Ray West?
Oh man, I like that song. That song was right on time, I think. It's a movement song, protest song. I mean, it is your right to protest, peacefully protest. I am 100% right behind peaceful protests. I mean, it was led by Martin Luther King. And they say it don't work, but look where we're at now compared to what they accomplished when they started it. Being heard, understood a little bit, a work in progress, but police brutality should be the last thing we have to worry about in America.
Big facts. Say it again. Say it again, man. We've, again, we're in Iowa, and that touches back to the racism, whether or not it's spoken or it's, intended, towards somebody. It's real. And from somebody that's never had to deal with it, I haven't. I've had to deal with the segregation of being poor, but not because of the color of my skin. I've never had to deal with that.
Think about minorities, like when there's a language barrier. Imagine how they getting treated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting pulled over in them small ass towns in Iowa and can't speak no English.
No
They
English.
gonna dog your ass.
Yeah. No, and that's something people, and I don't know if it's something that's ever really spoke about. I live in a small town, you know what I mean? And I've lived in small towns, I've lived in big towns, like I said, I spoke about. I've lived in Vegas, all the way to where I live now, which is like 400 people,
Yeah.
Des Moines. I've been through a lot of different types of environments in my life. And I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't recommend going if you have any other color skin than white through some of those cities.
Oh yeah.
And that's for me saying that, from somebody that, again, I've never had to deal with it. So I don't ever try to portray anything other than the fact that I just honestly, I care about my fellow man. It doesn't matter skin. I just care about my fellow man.
We're all human at the end of the day.
At the end of the day. We all go in a box in the ground. You know what I mean? If somebody's better than that, if somebody floats, you know what I mean?
Yeah, some of us get burned.
Exactly. At the end of the day. So, are you working on any new music right now outside of what we've already talked about with Fatboi?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a couple more for this old dog. Let's it go. But I guess I guess until my voice goes. If my voice goes, then if I don't sound good, then I'll quit. So then, until then, I'm always gonna be working on something.
There you go. Don't let age define that.
Yeah.
That's again another one. I don't think, and another one Cortez touched on. Age should not define where you are in hip hop. Where is it held such a standard here? It's not held in other genres, and I support what he said 100% on that.
Right.
So do it till you're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do it till you're done. Do it till that smile is there for you. You know.
Yeah.
If you're still putting a smile there, then
Hey.
what's the point of changing that? Any shout outs before we let you go here, K.A.?
Shout out to Dirty Money Island. That's where the big shout out to Dirty Money Island, Des Moines, as we continue to grow.
There we go. We appreciate your time today, K.A. Thank you for sitting down with us. And again, tune in to GFG TV.
Stay tuned in to GFTV.
There you go.
That's West YouTube. This your boy Big Ray West. You tuned in to GFG TV.